In the White House briefing room yesterday, one of Britain's brilliant independent journalists and broadcasters, but also very familiar around the world as a former pop star, very talented musician, star of Mumford and Sons in the past, in the White House briefing room, asking whether the Trump administration might provide salvation to those of us threatened by the crackdown of free speech in the United Kingdom.
Would the Trump administration consider political asylum for British citizens in such a situation?
Well, to your latter question, it's a very good one. I have not heard that proposed to the president, nor have I spoken to him about that idea, but I certainly can.
This is being taken really seriously, Winston.
Oh.
And it looks like there could actually potentially be, I mean, you could imagine JD Vance, for example, wanting to jump on the back of this with a couple of those people who have been found guilty of silent prayer outside abortion clinics. I mean, I guess what I'm asking is, do you sense some traction overnight as a result of your question?
Of the examples you gave, Senator Mike Lee is the most prominent, but I'll note I've had private messages from high-ranking members of the administration saying this is a very good idea, more than one. And so It's definitely been resonating with some people. Whether it gets back to the president and the top, we'll see. Although one thing I notice is that, and my experience at the White House all of yesterday is that his detractors won't like to admit it, but they really listen. Like, they really are paying attention to what's going on. Vice President JD Vance is a very online vice president, which his detractors knock him for, but they're paying attention. And they love these things that go viral. This is kind of how they sort of operate. I've noticed that even with how they put all the placards up of the deportees yesterday, they like to control the media by doing these publicity stunts. So whether they would actually do it or whether they might end up using it as a publicity stunt, either way, it might be helpful for us in Britain who care about these issues.